Okay. I'm thinking...
It's very likely that Lady Rhea is confined in the Imperial Palace. If so, then our strategy will be to gain control of the streets, and then assault the castle. A street battle followed by a castle invasion. It's just one battle after another. It'll be tough, but we have to win. For Lady Rhea.
10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west. Their final target was the capital. But they were countered at a port town long before they reached their destination. We spent a lot of time going back and forth, but at least we made it this far. Okay.
I'm so glad you were assigned to the Blue Lion House, Professor. We made it this far, thanks to your guidance and leadership. There's a bitter fight ahead, that much is certain. You have my lance. Yes, let's do this together.
I hope this is the final battle. Don't you, Professor? When the war is over, everyone will be busy with their own lives. But let's all meet up again someday. Right here at Garreg Mach. You, His Highness, my father, our monastery friends, the knights, everyone. It was just a silly whim I had, but I really love it. Oh, and I'll bake a bunch of desserts for it. Reunion sweets. All we have to do now is win. Let's get to it, Professor.
We'll be heading for the capital soon. So much rests on this moment. Will the war really be over if we take the capital? You're probably right. But we'll get there eventually. I truly believe that a peaceful future is waiting at the end of all of this.
Professor, once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
Returning to the monastery brings back so many memories from 5 years ago. Hard to believe we only spent a year together here. So much happened that it felt a lot longer than that. But it was all so exciting, and so much fun. Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long. What was that year like for you, Professor? I don't think I could ask for a better answer. Let's all do our best to survive this, so we can come back here when it's all over. I know that's what I'll be doing.
Professor! My mother might be in the city. I don't have many good memories of her, if I'm being honest, but she's dearer to me than my father. If you happen to see her, please make sure she's not caught up in all the fighting. She's only a civil servant, so hopefully she takes a cue from her Bernie and stays inside.
I keep thinking the war is near its end, then it isn't. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us? That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
Boo! Maybe.
Let me see.
I wonder what the Emperor looks like. I bet she's really scary. Oh, you don't think so? I've never seen her, so I was just guessing. She tried to destroy the kingdom and the Alliance, and ordered the capture of the Archbishop, right? I don't know. Someone who could do such terrible things just has to be really scary looking. Hello.
We're heading up to Embar next. I hope I make it back safe so I can tell my little sis about it.
I hear they got a neat opera house there, where Manuela used to perform. What was it called again?
Ha! That's the one. My little sis always goes on about how much she'd like to see him perform. I know we can't see a show, but do you think we could at least see the building?
Yes.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Even I'm starting to feel tense. Me! Enbar's history goes back 1,400 years. That even predates the founding of the Empire. It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros faith, so it's a pretty big deal. But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle. I've got it covered. I'll defend it to my last.
Right.
Hello there.
This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please. Hello!
Tell your friends.
Welcome. This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. This one? This one? This one? Thank you. This one? This one? Thank you. 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 Please come again.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like this. I used to work for Cornelia in Ferdiad. I only followed her because I didn't want to die. But afterwards I felt so ashamed I wanted to die anyway. I still can't figure out why I did it. Anyway, I'm glad you did what you did. From now on, I'm going to devote myself to the kingdom and fight for...
It's such a relief that we've made it this far without having to fight my father. Are you trying to scare me? What if But still, I wonder what'll happen to him if we win.
Listen, no. Wanting so desperately to speak with Edelgard, just as we're about to fight. Could it be that the prince is having doubts about killing her? Then perhaps it is okay. He's certainly changed from the vengeful person he once was. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm actually relieved. A king who's responsible for Fodlan's future can't exact personal vendettas and have a cold heart.
Please. I've got a bit of Dusker blood in me. Vargas is our ancestral enemy. But if that man is going to be the king, I don't see any harm in lending him my blade. I believe that we can forge a proud new kingdom. As you can tell, I'm expecting great things. I won't forgive you if you lose.
Attacking the capital means crossing swords with the Emperor herself. I hope you won't be caught unprepared. I've heard that she'll stop at nothing in the pursuit of victory. Be careful of that Hubert, too, the Minister of the Imperial Household. They say he's a cunning strategist.
We're about to put the finishing touches on this war. I wonder how Fodlan will look without the backdrop of death and destruction. I can't wait to see it. On the other hand, I'm terrified of what the future might hold. Who knows if I'll survive the assault on the capital?
Pardon me. Did you know a magnificent canal flows through downtown Enbar? It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Seros before the Empire was even formed. Ever since, that canal has been a major lifeline for the capital's development. And now this is how the Empire repays it. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished.
He intends to speak to the Emperor? She's his stepsister, I know, but this seems risky. No, I'm not. I'm sure he's thought it through. If the two can settle this diplomatically, that would be the best way out of this mess. No more bloodshed. Let's just hope he doesn't become so overwhelmed with emotion that he's unable to strike her down, should the need arise.
I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the Empire. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle, but let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
Professor?
Hi.
Fighting in the capital? Ugh. And we're fighting against Edelgard. Double ugh. But with you leading us, Professor, I know we'll win. Yeah! Woohoo! Fighting! I'm a little scared, to be honest. I'm just shouting to relieve the tension, but I'll be fine. Fighting in the but with yeah! I'm a little scared. You?
Well, come to think of it, looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her. I was just kidding. Pay me no mind. Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know, no matter how much I might wish she were. She's waiting for you.
Hey. Sorry, but I'm not the fighting type. All I can do is lend you the stuff you need. And, you know, pray to the goddess for your safety. Win, live, and return, okay? Mostly so you can pay me back for the stuff you borrowed.
That reminds me.
Please,
let me consider. It matters not how just our cause may be. In the end, war is nothing more than organized murder. I understand the desire to reach a conclusion, but we mustn't overlook the sins inherent in our deeds. Sorry, I have a tendency to preach. We have lost so much, and in return, we have taken much from our enemies. I pray we can put an end to this cycle of violence. I have a request.
I believe in you, but please ensure that His Highness survives as well. Fodlan's future would be in peril if we lost him. I would not be able to go on. Thank you.
Professor. Our next battlefield will be the Imperial capital. There will be no turning back. If you have any unfinished business here, you had best settle it before we depart. I knew I could count on you. Good luck. Hello then.
Whenever I think about how we'll be seeing Lady Rhea real soon, I get happy and really get cleaning. We'll get there for sure, right? We'll see her again? I just gotta believe Lady Rhea is waiting for us in the capital. We just have to find her.
I need to be speaking. 5 years ago, Edelgard said a thing to me. Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. But she also said I always have the freedom to be choosing whether I am with or not with her. I will become the ruler of Bridget. So she said I must make my own path. So now, my path and her path will be colliding.
Professor, at last, the end is nigh. I love the Empire. Part of me wants it to survive, but I know that is not reasonable. The Empire's time has come. The kingdom is battle-scarred, the Alliance is in tatters. People must be terrified. The world is crumbling around them. What we need now is a mighty leader who can rebuild Fodlan and rule it as a single nation. Nonetheless, it saddens me that we will not have an Adrestian Emperor.
At last, we've come to the final confrontation. Ruin to the Empire. Glory to Fargus. Of course, to be perfectly honest, I would have much preferred to march against the Empire at the head of the Alliance. But I suppose I have Claude to thank for denying me that satisfaction, don't I?
Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by. Yeah, I'm starting to figure that's the most realistic option. At this point, I'm just hoping you stay single too. Then at least we can share each other's misery.
So...
I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there. Not too long after, I was brought into the world. I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place. It is most regrettable.
When you think of it, as one approaches the end of a war, the sacrifices only grow larger, don't they? The winning side musters their forces and attempts to strike a decisive blow, while those of the losing side make desperate attempts to turn the war in their favor. Neither side will give. I only wish we'd consider those who lose their lives in that struggle. I can appreciate that, but just because a choice is better does not mean that it's good.
Hey, you!
Enbar's streets are paved with unhappy memories, Professor. I've avoided the damned place ever since I abandoned my nobility, swore never to return. Now here we are, to return in this manner. Well, I can't say it is something I ever imagined, especially as I'm returning to end the Empire. What a strange feeling, breaking one's history.
At last, it's time to face the Flame Emperor, Edelgard. I know that the future of all Fodlan rests on this battle. Nothing else is more important. But for me, this is personal. For Captain Gerald's sake, I'm going to give it all I've got and more.
Professor! Here we are, facing the final battle with the Empire. It's been a long, difficult struggle. We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Gerald. He's watching over us now, protecting us. I know he is.
So, Rhea will be somewhere in the city. I wonder if she can sense us coming. The battle will soon be upon us. Let us both be at our best for what is to come.
Dear Goddess. For your safety, I'll do all I can to survive. But please, please don't die out there, Professor.
Professor!
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
Yummy! Who made this? I'll have to give my compliments to the chef.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody!
This is my favorite dish. Did someone tell you?
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
This is so good. Can I have seconds?
I like this.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that? This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
I'm happy to eat alone, but alright.
I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Right.
While on some business, I went to see how the kingdom capital is getting on. There are still some things to work out before it can be restored. But generally, things seem to have calmed down. It's on its way to resuming its old energy. I think this will end up being a better kingdom than before. I really believe that.
Welcome! Come back soon!
Hello! Will this one do? It's all. 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 Will this one do? It's all yours. Take it. Will this one do? It's all. Will this one do? It's all. Will this one do? It's all. Tell your friends.
Professor!
Hi. I truly
I truly believe... I hope this is the final...
How about this? Listen.
I don't mean a king who's...
At last, of course, but I suppose...
Easier than I thought. Don't stop. Keep it coming.
It was quite a challenge. I see. It was quite a challenge.
No problem. Nothing to get excited about. No problem.
That was adequate. That was adequate.
Eye of understanding. You are giving me praise? Your guidance was greatly useful. Your guidance was greatly useful. I work to grow.
Maybe I've grown. I managed to get it. Oh, I'll get the next one too. That was nice. Now to apply this knowledge. I managed to get it.
Quite intriguing. Thank you.
Yes, that's it. I'll get the next one too. I learned a lot. Yes, that's it. Yes, that's it.
Professor. I got a question. Oh, wow! I get it now.
Thank you.
We can do it in no time.
Let's give it our all. Good results. That worked out well.
I see how this works. Hilda, lovely as ever. I swear, when you're around, the sun shines brighter and everything sparkles.
Sylvain, you're looking superb as always.
Thank you. Are you going out today? If you do, then be careful. I'd hate to think you might hurt your foot again.
My foot? Oh, yes! You mean that time you helped me with the books? No need to worry, the foot's fine now. Even better than it was before.
I noticed, since I'm always looking at cute girls, and you are one of the cuter ones. Your foot was better during the battle. You were running all over, just a regular warrior princess. And less than a day after such a terrible injury.
My friends were depending on me, so I just had to fight through the pain.
Hilda, please don't lie to me. I knew your foot wasn't really hurt, but I returned your books anyway. Take it from a guy who does his fair share of pretending to be someone he's not. And I say this as a friend, you are a terrible liar. And those books you left in your room for so long? Teachers and classmates needed those. So stop lying, and maybe stop being quite as selfish too.
You saw right through me. Honestly, I'd completely forgotten that I still had those books. I really was going to return them. Did the librarian say anything to you?
Oh yeah, I got an earful of yelling and accusations meant for you.
Huh? Didn't you just say it was my fault?
Nah, I figured the librarian would feel better if they just let loose. No reason to make them wait for you.
I'm so sorry. You got a tongue lashing that should have been directed at me.
Tell you what, all will be forgiven if you promise 3 things. Stop lying, take responsibility, and fall madly in love with me.
Aw, Sylvain, I do love you, you know? I just wouldn't want you for a husband.
What? Why not?
Well, not to offend you, but I can't help but feel that your niceness is somehow shallow. My brother would probably cut you into pieces the moment he saw your face.
Your brother sounds, terrifying, actually.
We're losing the thread a bit here. Evidently, you can see through my act, so I'll just be straightforward about taking advantage of you.
Well, I'll take what I can get. Just don't go causing trouble for guys who aren't me.
It's a deal. Goodbye for now, Sylvain.
Being kicked must have hurt, didn't it, Dorte? Do they think you won't gallop unless you're in pain? It must be difficult letting those brutes ride you.
Hey, Marianne. What are you up to?
Nothing.
Really? I was sure I heard you talking to someone. By the way, are you free right now?
Is there something you need?
I was about to go buy towels and soap, but the girls saddled me with all these specific requests. They want it all to look cute or to smell a certain way, but all that's just nonsense to me. I've always made my own towels out of old scraps and soap from used cooking oil. I've never given it much thought beyond that.
Oh.
But I've noticed you've got some really nice things. So you have an eye for that stuff, right? Obviously, I give you all the credit, and I'm sure everyone would be really grateful for your help.
No, I don't deserve that kind of praise.
Really? I don't think that's true. Come on, you'll be doing me a big favor.
My adoptive father tells me I shouldn't stray too far from the monastery.
That's nonsense. You've got to get some fresh air now and again.
I should stay. Besides, I wouldn't be much help. I don't think anyone would like whatever I pick out anyway. It would all go to waste. And I'm sure that having me around would just cause you misfortune, Leonie.
Are you serious?
I should stay here by myself.
Now, hold on just a second. You'll cause me misfortune? What kind of backwards talk is that? If you really don't want me around, then at least come out and say it straight. I'm sorry for the unwelcome invitation. Don't worry, I won't make the same mistake again.
Why'd you summon me so formally? Not going to confess your love, I hope.
I have something I must ask you.
That's a bit ominous. What is it?
Will you be going home?
Ah, that's what this is about.
There must be those who, even now, wait for you, believe in you. Now that Lord Lonato is dead, I can think of no one who would stop you from returning.
I'd be lying if I said I didn't miss my friends and family back in Fargus. But no, I'm not going back. The person I used to be no longer exists. The life of a noble, tied down by rules and etiquette? No thanks. Not for me. My future is here, with the Knights of Seiros, as Thunder Catherine.
I understand. In fact, that is the answer I expected from you.
So why did you ask? 5 years ago, you chose to leave the Knights. I'm guessing you don't regret that choice.
I do not. But you have caused me to realize something about myself. The sight of you, swinging your sword to fulfill your duty, your birthplace left behind. It reminded me of my life before. Of the day I swore my vows and was made knight to my king.
You think I'm just fulfilling my duty, huh? I'm not as virtuous as you make me out to be. I fight because I want to. That's it.
We are the same in that respect. On the day my liege bestowed upon me my sword, I knew protecting this man, fighting battles in his name, would be an irreplaceable joy. King, country, family, friends, beliefs. My list of what I longed to keep safe grew. Hence my realization. I did not become a knight so I could pray. I did so to fight.
It seems we've come to an agreement then. So what are we doing standing around here chatting?
Good point. We should end the idle talk. Will you spar with me, Catherine? I believe it is much too early for me to lay down my lance forever.
Now we're talking. Oh, also Gilbert. You look much better, now that you have some fire in your eyes.
I am honored you think so.
Professor!
this takes me back. I used to love this when I was a child.
Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
Pristine manners are essential, even if the quality of the food is poor. Wouldn't you agree, Ferdinand?
Indeed. We may not care for the meal, but we must show our respect for the person who cooked it.
That reminds me, Ferdinand. I wonder if a certain rumor has already reached your ears.
I suspect I know what you are referring to. A certain noble who caused a stir at one of the local taverns, correct? For someone of status to make such a scene, what a disgrace.
I thought just the same. A noble ought to hold himself to a higher standard. It is hardly appropriate to drink and mingle with a tavern full of commoners.
Oh, that is not quite what I meant. I do not object to a noble patronizing their local establishments. In fact, I would say such excursions have value.
Is that so? I would be very curious to hear what value you mean exactly. But allow me first to venture a guess. Is it that you suppose it is proper for a noble to bolster a town's wealth with his patronage? If that is your thinking, then I would counter that whatever one adds to a merchant's coffers seldom makes it to the pockets of the townsfolk. I think that if a noble wishes to use his resources to ease the burdens of the commoners, he ought to go about town and spend it more directly.
That is wonderfully insightful, Lawrence, albeit not what I had in mind. What I meant was this. We can benefit from crossing the threshold and learning more about regular folk. We scarcely understand the reality of their lives. In turn, they do not know about us. I have heard that some believe we have horns growing from our heads. It is an embarrassing and potentially perilous state of affairs.
You are quite right. In fact, that reminds me of something a boy once said to me when I visited a village on my family's territory. He actually asked me if I had a tail. Hilarious.
We all need a laugh now and then. As a man of status, I feel it is my calling to right the world's wrongs, but there is only so much I can do alone. Working in tandem, though, you and I could make tremendous accomplishments.
My sentiments exactly. Together we could achieve a great deal. Though the circumstances of birth may have placed one of us in the Empire and the other in the Alliance, we can still aim for a brighter future together.
Yes, precisely. Together, there is nothing that we cannot accomplish. By the way, Lawrence, do you have a tail?
I like this.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
That looks appetizing.
My brother used to scold me for being too picky, so I have grown to develop a taste for most things.
When it comes to food, I don't know if I could choose between quality and quantity.
Eating delicious food really takes my worries away. That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge.
Eating food always fires me up. Hoorah! Let's go fight somebody!
This is my favorite dish. Did someone tell you?
Somehow, everything tastes better with company.
I truly I hope this is the final. He's certainly changed from the vengeful. I don't mean a king who. I am ever so grateful.
Thanks.
I am grateful.
Thank you so much.
I've got to keep working hard. It was quite a challenge. I've got to keep working hard.
I'm getting it. I'm getting it.
Yeah! Who's the best? I'm the best. I'm glad I put in some effort. For one. I think I got the hang of it. Yeah! Who's the best? I'm the best. Yeah! I think I got the hang of it.
Quite intriguing. Thank you. It was nothing. Of course I got it. No need to butter me up. Quite intriguing. Thank you. It was nothing.
Yes, that's it. I'll get the next one too. I understand more every day. All thanks to your help. I would like to do this again sometime. This should be perfect.
It's starting to feel like a part of me.
Now to keep polishing my skills.
Your Highness, I have one more favor to ask.
Is this about Gustav again? I have plenty more stories about him, but perhaps it is time for you to speak with him yourself.
Oh, it's not about Father this time. This time I wanted to ask about you.
About me?
I mean, I heard all about Father last time, but I didn't ask about you.
Ah, well, I'm afraid there is not much of interest for me to tell you.
Oh, it doesn't have to be funny or interesting. That's not why I'm asking. It's just that I thought I already knew you, but I'm not sure I really do. That day when we were reunited at the monastery, I didn't know what to say to you. So I wanted to prepare some of your favorite food. I thought maybe if you ate something that you liked, you'd cheer up a little. But when I got to the kitchen, I realized I didn't even know what you like to eat.
I see. Well, it's a little hard to say what my favorite is. I just don't really have any strong feelings about food. That said, you're pretty keen on sweet things, right, Annette?
Yes, that's right. I'm at my happiest when I'm digging into a sweet treat. Oh, did you know there's a famous sweets shop in the capital?
Yes. It often had long lines outside, didn't it? The castle guards often spoke of it.
The sweets were so good. They cost a fortune, but I loved them. When Father was still around, we all lived as a family in the capital. Since then, I've had them only a few times. How I'd love to taste them again.
Say, Annette, when this war is over, where will you go? I heard that you were close to Baron Dominic back in the Academy days.
That's right. But that's not where I think I'd like to go when all of this is over. I reconnected with Father, so I'd like to live with my family again, in the capital. Also, if I'm in the capital, I'll be able to see you from time to time, right?
Ah, that settles it then. We'll have to get your father working twice as hard.
Father's at a ripe old age now. I'd appreciate it if you didn't work him too hard.
Oh, of course. I will keep that in mind.
Professor! Ooh, I love this stuff. Did you know that?
Looks good. I will eat well and restore my strength.
I like this.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor?
That looks delicious. Goddess forgive me, I've just got to indulge. I like this dish. It was my father's favorite. Eating delicious food really takes my worries away.
When it comes to food, I don't know if I could choose between quality and quantity.
I truly believe... I hope this is the... He certainly changed. I don't mean that a king who's...
This experience is critical.
Thanks.
I am ever so grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much.
I have gratitude.
Thank you.
I am great.
This is my most favorite dish of all. I love it almost as much as Crestology itself.
This is my favorite dish. Did someone tell you?
When can we...
At last, of course, but I suppose...
Professor!
Dear goddess, I'll do all...
than I thought. Don't stop. Keep it coming. I've got to keep working hard. I've got to keep working hard. Perseverance is the key. Maybe I've grown. I managed to get it. Oh, I'll get the next one too. Maybe I've grown. Maybe I've grown. No problem. This'll be... nothing to get excited about. I've learned a lot. I'm getting it.
This will be useful. That was helpful coaching. All due to your coaching. Thanks. I'm a bit embarrassed. That was helpful coaching. All due to your coaching.
Thanks for your time. I learned a lot. I learned a lot. Thanks.
Good results.
Practice is paying off.
I like this.
This is my absolute favorite. How did you know, Professor? I like this dish. It was my father's favorite.
That looks delicious. Goddess, forgive me. I've just got to indulge.
Oh, Dedue! Are you praying to the goddess of Fodlan? That seems... Won't the Dusker gods be upset if they hear you praying to another land's deity?
The Fodlan goddess was recognized in Dusker, too. The deities of foreigners are seen as the protectors of their respective lands. It has been said that we would offer our prayers to her in times of war.
Huh. So the goddess is part of a pantheon. I guess that's one way to interpret it. Anyway, what are you praying for?
For peace to come even one day sooner.
That's a lovely prayer. I was just thinking about praying for that myself.
I see.
Hey, Dedue, what are your plans for yourself once this war is finally over?
To serve His Highness for the rest of my days.
I thought you might say that.
And you?
That's a good question. I was thinking about traveling to Dusker.
To Dusker? There is nothing of interest left there.
Isn't it where you were born? And isn't it where your wonderful food and stories come from? I think those are reasons enough to visit at least once.
Mercedes. If you will allow it, I would like to accompany you. His Highness would surely grant me leave to go.
You really think so? Then I hope the war ends as soon as possible.
As do I.
We're going to have to shower the goddess with prayers. We'll pray that she watches over and protects us while we work to end this war. Then, when it's finally finished, we can travel.
That promises to be interesting. We should pray to the Dusker gods as well.
Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Which of the Dusker gods should we pray to?
For victory, we pray to the god of war, or... just the god of war.
Come on, what were you going to say? Oh, I know. It's the god of travel, right?
Let us leave it at that.
I knew I was right. You taught me so much about your gods. So let's pray. For the end of the war, and for our safe travels to Dusker.
This is nearly as delicious as Mother's cooking. I would happily eat this every day.
I'm happy to eat alone, but all right.
I truly believe... I hope this is... I hope this is... I don't mean a king who's...
This experience is critical.
I don't mean a king who's... I am grateful. Care to share your thoughts, Professor? Oh, this is my favorite tea. Do you, have sugar? Lots, please. I am grateful. Some sweets. Anything is fine. Aw. Well now. I see. If not for Cress, the world might have been a more peaceful place. If things had turned out differently, my hair wouldn't be this color. This is delicious. Tea is nice and all, but it's not much good when you don't have sweets to go with it. Ah, that tea was delicious. Invite me again sometime. See...
Professor, do you think Edelgard will show up?
Well, well. It's been a long time, Professor. And hello to you too, Dimitri.
Edelgard, I did not think you would actually accept my request.
Call it a win. Well then, what did you want to talk about?
I will get straight to the point. Why did you start this war? There had to be a way to change things in your territory without the need for so many senseless casualties.
It may be hard to believe, but this is the way that leads to the fewest casualties in the end. Don't you see?
How could I? Countless people have already lost their lives in this conflict.
The longer we took to revolt, the more victims this crooked world would have claimed. I weighed the victims of war against the victims of the world as it is now, and I chose the former. I believe that I have chosen the best path, the only path.
Even after seeing the faces of those who have suffered the ravages of war, you would still force them to throw their lives away for the future? You are obsessively devoted to this war, and deaf to the screams of its victims. You cannot change the cycle of the strong dominating the weak with a method like that.
You're wrong. That very cycle is exactly what I have devoted my life and my power to destroying. If after all of this, you believe the weak will still be weak, that is only because they are too used to relying on others instead of on themselves.
Yes, perhaps someone as strong as you are can claim something like that. But you cannot force that belief onto others. People aren't as strong as you think they are. There are those who cannot live without their faith, and those who cannot go on once they have lost their reason for living. Your path will not be able to save them. It is the path of the strong, and so it could only benefit the strong.
So you consider me strong, do you? Even if one clings to their faith, the goddess will never answer them. Countless souls will be lost that way, living without purpose. And I can be counted among those who have died that way as well. But that's why I must change this world, on behalf of the silent and weak.
And do you intend to become a goddess yourself? Will you steal the power to take action from the broken-hearted masses you claim to defend? The ones who can truly change the way of the world are not the rulers, but the people. Pushing your own sense of justice and your own ideals onto even one other person is nothing more than self-righteousness.
Maybe it is self-righteousness, but it doesn't matter. Someone has to take action and put a stop to this world's endless, blood-stained history.
Do you not believe in the power of the people to join together and rise up? Humans are weak creatures. They are also creatures who help each other, support each other, and together find the right path. I have learned that humans are capable of all that from the Professor, and from everyone in my life.
I doubt a highborn person like yourself could know how the poor feel or what motivates them. This is nonsense, though I'm finally starting to understand how you feel. But that makes it even clearer to me that we can never fully understand each other.
I feel the same. I finally understand what you believe is right.
Goodbye, Dimitri.
Wait, Edelgard. There is something I must give you. This is for you. Use it to cut a path to the future you wish for. And I will rise up to meet you there. Elle?
Elle! So it's true. You're really going away? Going back home?
There's nothing I can do about it. It's all happening so fast. I'm as surprised as you are.
Elle. Here. I want you to have this. Elle, listen to me. No matter how hard things get, you can't give in, okay? You've got to cut a path to the future you wish for, no matter what.
A dagger? Why would you give me something like this?
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't think of anything better to give you.
Edelgard, what are you doing? It's time to go. Hurry and get in the carriage.
Oh, I'm sorry, Uncle. I have to go now. Goodbye, Dimitri.
I remember now. You gave me a dagger all those years ago.
I'm still sorry about that. I should have given you something that would have made you happier.
Perhaps. At the time, I was quite flustered by such a dangerous gift. I left without giving you a proper response, and that was the last time we saw each other.
True. It is a sweet memory, with a bitter ending.
I'm afraid it will do no good to reminisce, Dimitri. That girl you knew back then is gone. As good as dead. But I'll tell you now what I wasn't able to tell you back then. Thank you, my dear forgotten friend. Because of you, I never lost my heart. As for the future, that will be decided in battle. King of Fargus, as the Emperor, I shall await your arrival in Inbar.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love as well as I love her.